Yeah, good afternoon from Nigeria. My name is Tommy Joseph. I'm here this afternoon to talk briefly again on this 16th live TBC broadcast. Before I go further, I would want to admonish all of you, as many of you as are out there. I would want to remember that send button meeting would Randy Wilson is just about 90 minutes away from now, and we all need to endeavor to attend. Send button meeting is one thing we cannot stay away from. And always, if I have the chance to make a broadcast on Mondays like this, I'll always try and lay emphasis on attending the send button meeting, because on the send button meetings, we get the latest from admin, and therefore we can't stay away from it. And two, for those out there that will not be able to attend today's send button meeting, do yourself a favor. Pritam and Umbe will be live tomorrow at about the same time. That means you are just about 25 and a half hours away from the send button meeting. From Nigeria is 13:30 hours, and Pacific time, that should be about 05:30 hours. I'm only going to be here for just 30 minutes. And in the 30 minutes, I'm just going to highlight one or two things that we need to lay emphasis on. Now we are out there with the cash centers. I want to make a brief talk about the cash centers. Why? Because at this point in time, the cash centers plays a very vital role in what we are doing. Because the cash centers is what brings us very close to the people, and therefore we need to emphasize the fact that the cash centers are very, very important and crucial at this point in time. It is a well thought of idea, Why? Because that's the only way we can bring TBC close to the people wherever they are. And bringing it close to them means taking the distribution centers also close to them. As much as possible, for those of us that are not yet on the cash centers, it doesn't take anything. All you need is $10 Bitcoin or $10 Ethereum coin or $10 Litecoin in your wallet, and you are qualified. And all admin requires is, at least if you are a TBC, have at least 2 TBC in your wallet, you are qualified. And I think many of us out there have more than 2 TBC in our wallet. And so by now we should have enough cash centers all across the globe. And two, in our broadcast, now on the primary channel, there are 48 broadcasts in a day. And the secondary channel, we have also another 48. So inevitably in a day, we can make 98 broadcasts. And I think with 98 broadcasts on a virtually daily basis, I think we are very, very good to go. Why? Because if about 96 of us will come out every day and talk about TBC, the world will not have an option out there and to say that they don't know about it. No, the world will know about it in no time. So please, as many of us as are out there, let's endeavor to support the broadcast and also lay emphasis on the cash centers. Because for now, like admin is saying, the cash centers are the only ways to bring in the 1 billion. In the entire world, the entire universe, there are just about 20 million people that knows about the cryptocurrency, and some even just hear about it. I was shocked. I had an experience in my office last week. There's this guy that comes into my office. One of my downlines told him about TBC, and he came to my office, and when we were talking, this guy knows about Bitcoin, he knows about Ethereum, he knows about Litecoin and all the other cryptocurrencies. In fact, he mines Bitcoin. but he never heard about TBC. Why? Because no one ever gets to him, but already he knows about the cryptocurrency. Now, imagine somebody knowing about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and TBC has been there for 2.5 years now, and he never heard about it. So, what's the point? The point is, there are just about 20 million people in the crypto world, and 20 million people is still insignificant compared to about 7.5 billion people on Earth, and therefore, I don't think there's any other cryptocurrency that have taken the initiative of bringing the currency very close to people, just the way TBC is doing. So I think at this point in time, we should take advantage of the cash centers and take it out there, take it close to the people. It's because it's going to be, what will I say? How can somebody be there in the crypto world? You know what the crypto world is all about. You know about the currencies, but TBC is not known. Now with the cash centers, we are doing what no other cryptocurrency have done. Why? Because now we are bringing the shop close to them, right where they are, talk to them about it, and sign them up. This man came up to sign up, and I didn't even require Bitcoin to sign him up. Why? Because he's a miner. He has his Bitcoin, and he was willing to sign up. And as he signed up, he made his payment by himself, and now he was only going out to purchase. And when I spoke with him on the TBC, too many things come up, and I was also able to learn from a lot of things he said. For instance, he was asking me, okay, we accept payment in Bitcoin, we accept Litecoin, we accept Ethereum coin, we accept other cryptocurrencies. He said, okay, why don't we just match up with Bitcoin? I told him, no, we cannot. Why? Because though we are a clone of Bitcoin, but we only improved on the shortcomings of Bitcoin, and therefore we cannot go back to Bitcoin and for any reason join them. We are not rivals in any way. Why? Because every cryptocurrency out there in the market is trying to break the hold of the establishment and the elites over the poor. Is trying to break the hold of the so-called rich and breaking the bond, the power of slavery over the poor. And so we are not out to fight another cryptocurrency. We are only going out to do better than what they did. Now, he came to understand that the cryptocurrencies he's dealing with, the Ethereum, the Litecoin, the Bitcoin he's mining, they all have their shortcomings, but he never knew about them. Now I begin to expound to him, tell him what their concept was and the error inside the scarcity-based thing and what TBC is trying to do. And he was like, wow, he never saw it this way. He said, well, when did we come into market? And I was telling him, look, Bitcoin has been there since March 21st, 2016. He said, well, he never knew about it, but he thinks this is a place to be. Why am I making all these talks? One simple thing. With the cash centers, now it has to be a place where we educate the people. It's not just enough for them to come in with their cash, make their purchase, and sign up, and they are off. No. The cash centers need to do something far more than that. Now, it should be a school, it should be a training ground. Now, when they come in, we need to sit down with them, and now we need to train them. 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 Why? Because it's until they are trained, until they know about it, we are unlikely to achieve that. And now that we are coming too close to the people, we are coming very close to them with the currency in our cash centers now. Also, what we should endeavor to do is also make the cash centers a place where all their questions will be answered, a place where all that they need, all that they require, all they need to know should be known. It's the place where they can ask all the questions they need to ask and understand that everything they need to know can be answered here. Like right now, the bulk of what I do is to train. I bring them up, I talk with them, make them understand what TBC is all about now before signing them up. And two, in my experience, I've come to understand that too many of them think that TBC is like any other currency out there. Some even think because also they don't know about it, maybe it's a scam is just coming up. I have the same experience this week, last week in my office. And what was the experience with this young man? He came and said, no, this one is a scam. How can you just come with abundance like that and then not? I said, no, you need to understand the concept. Now, when people understand the concept, what TBC stands for, what TBC is doing, what is at the back of admin and the leaders, then they begin to appreciate. And one strength we have out there is that it has been there for over 2.5 years. It's a common belief in Nigeria that anything that comes up, if it's a scam, it falls up in not more than 6 months. By September 21st, TBC will be 2.5 years. That is 30 solid months. And it's still getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And therefore, I think we are making a big deal with the cash centers. Also, the main point I would really want to make on this broadcast is this. Now, the 25,000 Kringle gift is likely to, and not likely by admin, is going to end by the end of September. Now, after that, what next? So for as many of us as are out there, as many of us are out there trying to recruit, I would really want to admonish us. Excuse me, I think I'm catching a cold. So as many of us are out there, let's take advantage of the fact that admin will likely end the 25,000 gift by the end of the month. And therefore, people should understand that the gift is not what may likely last forever, but it's something that inevitably, maybe by the end of the month, is likely to go off. And therefore, at this point in time, the emphasis should be laid. The emphasis should be laid. Excuse me. When we lay the emphasis at this point in time, now it should be known to people that maybe by the end of the month, the 25 gift might cease, and therefore everyone now need to take advantage. Everyone need to take advantage of what obtains right now. Why? Because who knows, maybe I know when the gift first came up, it was first 100,000 Kringles, then 25, now, then 15, now 25, and chances are maybe now it may go beyond 25, it may come to 12.5, or it may even go off. And therefore, the wisdom right now in anything we are going to do is just try to make them understand that, hey, as long as TBC is concerned, for now, you can still make your 25,000 gift by simply signing up, and you have the cookies in your back office, and you make a purchase of $100. Also, you still have your 100,000 Kringles, and if you are a broadcaster, you make up to 1 TBC, and all those kind of things. They give right now. We just have between now and the end of the month to know what next comes up. And therefore, at the cash centers, I think this also should form a basis of what we tell people. Why? Because the 25,000 Kringles may last till the end of September. At the end of September, we don't know what to happen, and therefore, it should be explained to them explicitly so that by the end of September, if something different comes up, now they don't label us as scammers, they don't see us as people who don't know what they are doing or trying to play. No, they understand it has a time period. Or should admin extend it? We don't know, but for now, nobody can speak for admin, Nobody can tell this is it, nobody can tell this is not it, but we work with what admin is doing. And two, like the experiences I am making with people that come to me, now they go on Google to try to search out things about TBC. And out on Google, they find out what the establishment is saying, what the elites are saying, what the enemy are saying, and they get conversant with the info war that we are fighting. So, as much as possible, also in our Kai centers, when they come, when we talk to them, we don't have an information. We should also emphasize the fact that listen, we have a blog, and on this blog, you get an up-to-date information. Two, we make broadcasts, we have a channel. They should be referred to those channels in their back office where these broadcasts are made. We have testimonials. They should also be, because these are our tools. These are the only tools we can use to defend what we are doing, to protect what we are doing, to promote what we are doing, and to get to where we are going. But if we leave them without telling them where to go and get all these things, then they will be left with no option than to go out there and seek for it, and they will get what is not right. They will get what we will not want them to get. Though we don't have anything to hide, we are plain, we are straight, we are trustworthy, we know what we are doing, we don't have ill motives at the back of our minds, but they need to know where they can get the right information. For you and I, for most of us out there, we don't care. Whatever the elites are saying, we don't know why, because we are right inside it, and therefore the elites cannot deceive us anymore. But there are new ones out there who don't know, and therefore we need to show them. We need to lead them to where they need to go and get what we have that made us what we are today. And therefore, I will encourage you as the cash centers. Now, this is where we should disseminate whatsoever happens in the Senate button meeting, in the broadcasters meeting, the leadership meetings on the blog. This is where we emphasize. Two, like I am broadcasting from a third world, I'm broadcasting from Nigeria. I understand that not everybody has access to internet services. Like Wi-Fi here is not a common thing. All we use is a small modems. You got the network services, that you buy data, and then you use it metered, and not everyone has access to it, and therefore such things here are not common. Now, because they are not common, so the cash centers in the third world should serve also as a blog, should serve also as a place where the Senate button meetings should be disseminated. Why? Because those are the only places they can have access to it. Or you go to cyber cafe, maybe you pay some money talking and maybe sit down for an hour or so. But you will discover that an hour is not enough to go through virtually everything there is to disseminate. And therefore, maybe like I am planning to do, I am trying to put up a structure in the office whereby people just come and sit down, and I set the blog up and they keep watching the blog. As long as you come in 247, let the blog run. And by so doing, you are not paying, you should be able to educate it, and therefore, whatever also I intend to do with that, I think we can do it. And for as many of us as are able to do it, please, for those who cannot afford, especially in the third world, if you can afford as a cash center holder, please put up a screen and relay it. Let them come and let them sit down. Whatever happens, let them just go there and get it. When it's time for send button meeting, let them all gather there and also watch the send button meeting. You can play it for them. You can put it on the screen using a projector or any other means. There are other means you can display whatsoever is happening on your system on the screen for people to see. And I think at the cash centers, it should play a very vital role. We need to do all those things. At this point in time, it goes beyond admin. It goes beyond just one single person. Whatever ideas we have and innovations we have, we make it plain. If anything is wrong with it, I'm sure we can be corrected, and admin can get us say, oh no, this cannot work, we can't do it. But I think trying to make that will be a very good idea for where people can come and be able to have what is going all out. So in the third world countries, I know it doesn't happen, and two, there are many who don't even have the times maybe to go and attend the send button meetings. Why? Because it may coincide with their jobs, it may coincide with too many things. Like in Nigeria, when it's 7 p.m. in California, it's 3 p.m. Every government worker, every office worker should be in the office. That's not a time I'm sure anybody can spare 1 hour. Why? Because I don't think every employer should make it possible for them to do it. But thank God for flexibility. Even if you cannot go on live, you can also watch it after. You can watch it after because it stays on the block for about 24 hours. But there are many who may have the time but also may not have access to it. And therefore, for those ones, I think we can do that. At this point in time, we have to do everything possible within our powers. As long as it remains within the confines and the dictates of admin, we should be able to do everything to take this thing out there for everyone that will need to come in. The cash center is a very beautiful idea, but I think the cash center should do more than just getting the cryptocurrencies, getting the Bitcoin, getting the Litecoin, getting the Ethereum, and then steal down. Someone brings in cash, and then you make payments for them, and you take your 20%. I think it should go beyond that. We should also make it a school. We should make it an information center. If possible, when the people come, run the seminar, run the blog, there's anything new on the blog, let them sit down, let them watch, let them hear, educate them also more of even how to go out and bring others. Because when we believe in it, and therefore we tell people and we want people to believe in it, these same people also, when they believe in it, they should also go and tell others. But until they know what to tell others, they may go and say the wrong thing. And when they say the wrong thing, they put us back. They put people off. And we need people in the community. Like I said the other time, I had someone who came to me. He was put close to $1,500 into TBC, but he doesn't have a wallet. Why? Because somebody said, look, bring this money, I'm going to invest it for you. I'm going to put it into TBC, it will mature, I'm going to manage it for you. Now he does not know that. He doesn't need anyone to manage his wallet for him. He manages it by himself. He doesn't know. Now he got to me and now they told him, oh, for the money he invested, you have about 5 TBC in the wallet. And now he can't get it 5 TBC into his own wallet. Why? Because TBC has grown. He doesn't know what to do. Now the simple thing is he was misinformed. The ones who told him about it didn't know it either. Now all of them are in a fix. Now what are they going to do? Are they going to go through to admin to explain that? The question will be, okay, this man gave you money. You made a purchase. Yes, into your own wallet. Yes, you forwarded the confirmations and they were confirmed. Yes, now the confirmations and the cookie for the confirmation, how do you share it? When was it done? You are telling this person he has 5 TBC. By my estimation, as at the time the purchase was made, this guy put about $1,700. And if confirmations were made, now he has paid his $10 wallet fee. He should find about 16, 17 TBC in the person's wallet. Now he's being told he has 5 TBC. As at the time of the purchase, the money he put down would have bought up to 5 TBC. Now you see the confusion. Now, but with proper education, proper documentation, knowing exactly what needs to be done, we can save all that. And therefore, at this point in time, the cash centers will have a lot of job to do. We have a big job to do at the cash centers. Why? Because we don't only bring them in, we don't only sign them up, we don't only make them members of the community, we don't only grow our community, but also we have to educate them. Why? Because there are others there that are working around the clock to make sure it fails. Some intentionally want to give it a bad name, and therefore they can do anything. And therefore, at the cash centers, we really need to sit up. We really need to go all out there and now make them understand, look, in TBC, you are your own bank. No one manages for you. You manage it by yourself. Like now in Nigeria, it's a common slogan. Hey, sign up to TBC. You no longer leave a fat bank account for your children. All you need, all you leave is a password and a username. That's great. That's a slogan. Leave for the ones behind a username and a password. And that's how TBC sells. Why? Because you are your own bank. And therefore, at the cash centers, we will need to do that. Every information there is, as we get on the informations, then we have to come up to the bank centers and find a way of passing it across to those who will not have access to it either on the internet or on their phones or on the laptop, just the way we are doing. So I think we have a lot of job to do. But now the emphasis is after September 30th, what next? So whatsoever you are doing, whatsoever need to pass across, please now come in on the bandwagon. Do whatever you need to do before September 30th, and you will never regret it. And I think with that, this morning or this afternoon, rather in Nigeria, I've made the point clear, and I think it will be a good point to draw the line. But before I go, I also want to remind you now TB Sunday button meeting is just maybe about an hour from now. Please endeavor to attend. And if by chance you cannot attend it now, please go back to be on the blog, attend it. If you understand French, tomorrow at about the same time, just an hour from now, you can still go and attend the French or the Hindi, and you will be okay. Remember, even if you're a broadcaster, you must attend the send button meeting to attend the status of a broadcaster. And therefore, attending send button meetings is a must for everyone. And you want to be a TVian, you need to be a broadcaster. So you broadcast, you attend send button meetings, and you retain that status. Please retain the status. Thank you.